Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I am Gigi of GGmadeit.com. You know, the knitter, the blogger, and the yarn hoe. Coming to you again with another weekly installment of Confessions of a Yarn Hoe. I confess, I'm addicted to all the fibery things. So let's get into it. This week, I don't have much. It was a quiet week. I got called for jury duty. Can I tell you that if I meet one more person that tells me they've never been to jury duty, and I've been to jury duty a million times, and I get a case every time. Anyway, this week we're going to talk about my whip. We're going to talk about Game of Thrones. Can you believe today is it? The series is over. So we'll talk about Game of Thrones. And we'll talk about some local things that are happening. Well, one thing is international, so it doesn't matter where you are, you can participate. And then some local things that are going on in the fiber goodness. So you guys ready? Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, so first, let's talk about my whip. You guys know that I am working on Escargot Blue, the wrap by the wonderful ladies of Escargot. I showed you last week. I showed you the week before when I was going to get started on it. And baby, listen. So we talked about the yarn last week, right? I explained to you that this is a, forgive me as I pull it out of the bag, this is a 100% organic wool. And we talked about how I am not a big wool fan, right? But I also said if I had to use wool, Garthner got it right. This organic wool is the bomb. So you also know that I showed you a picture, and I will place one here. I showed you a picture of what the finished product looked like, and I explained to you that when I initially saw it, I knew I wanted it. I love a wrap. As you know, I did the this is from Escargot too. What is this? Something about traveling. Something. Road trip, something. I can't think of the name of it. But I love a generous wrap. I love wraparound space. I need a generous wrap. And I love a rectangle wrap. Or even, something that's a little oddly shaped. But I love, you guys get what I mean. I love, I need drama. I like room. So anyway, when I spotted this, when they first released the pattern, the very first thing I said, can we reverse those colors? Because the original is a light gray and a dark gray with a little bit of orange. You guys know me. I need a lot of orange and a little bit of gray and dark gray, right? So you've seen it. You guys know that I've been progressing quite nicely. I've posed with it. we've done all this already. We know all of this, right? So why am I so excited this week, right? It's the same miles and miles of stockinette. So Gigi, why are you excited? Baby, I got to the dark gray. Whew. I got to the dark gray, baby. Listen to me. Listen. Listen, listen, listen. I know it's a lot of y'all that don't like orange, but baby, this orange is making this gray look phenomenal. This dark orange just took this over the damn top. I was up well past midnight. It had to be into 1 a.m. because I needed to get to the next stripe of this. Baby. Guys, if you ain't about that orange and gray life, orange in any shade of gray life, speaking of which, can we do a nail cam? Can we do a nail cam? Should we do a nail cam? Should we do a nail cam? I think we should do a nail cam. But honestly, guys, let's get back to this. Because seriously, this thing is, and oh, I didn't even notice my necklace is even orange and gray. But this thing, if you can knit and you can purl and you can increase, right? You can, make one right and left. If you can do those things, you can do this, right? This is one of those pieces that if you are a new knitter and you need to add something to your wardrobe that you made that you are super proud of, right? This is that thing. If you're a person that you have children and you got to go to baseball games and you got to go to swim practice and you have to sit the doctor's appointments, whatever the case may be, and you have some time, you need to make this. Now, if you are not one to go and try to match colors or any of that, you can go get a kit right from the ladies of East Spots Tricot. They serve a kit. I don't believe that they offer it in different colors. They have the original, which is the reverse of this. It's a light gray, dark gray, and then they throw the orange in, right? Or the pattern is free. You can always go to your local yarn store or dive in your stash. I'm sure you have some contrasting colors. This is a DK weight, and it is on, y'all know I can't see. It's on a US 4. So I'm sure most knitters have those things in their little hands. Did you see the dark gray? Did you see? I'm just gonna allow this to marinate for a minute. Baby, listen, I know I love my orange, and you let me tell it orange is neutral. It goes with everything. And I've, with the hat and the cow, I'm loving the orange and the light gray. But this dark... Okay. Is that enough? So I, shockingly, should be finished with this soon because it's a free pattern. So I can say this. You need to do, the first long run is 64 stripes. And I've done my 64 stripes. So then I need to do 10, I believe, in this colorway. And then go back to this for a few more stripes. And then I think I have to do, that's what I have to decide. I think then I do a few stripes of the light gray and the dark gray together. A few of those, like maybe 2 or 3 or 4 stripes of that. And then it looks like I'm going to have enough orange to, instead of making that last block gray, the dark gray, because if I followed this exactly and I reversed it exactly, that big block on the end would be this color. But what I'm going to do, because it looks like I will have enough orange left, I'm going to make that big block at the end all the orange. So I may do a couple of rows of just the solid dark gray, and then I'm going to top it off. I'm going to finish with a large block of orange. So I am so in love. And again, if I pull this up, right, mindless knitting, and I'm sure once I wet block it, so that, and I'm not sure if I'm going to wet block it or I'm going to steam it. I don't know. But once I block it, you know, any place that the stitches are a little uneven will fold out. You don't have a million ends to weave in because I'm carrying them up the side, which is what the pattern tells you to do, right? The only place where I'm going to have to weave in is where I started a new skein, right? Where I started the new skeins, because I'm like halfway into the second skein of the light gray and the dark gray. I mean, the light gray and the orange, and I'm just starting. So I'm sure I'm going to have some next. I might just make me a hatdana with the remains. I might make me a hatdana, a multicolored hatdana, and just make my cable orange. I wonder if I could do that. So this is my work in progress. At this rate, it might be a finished object for next week. Who knows? But this dark gray is going to make me knit like my life depends on it, simply because I want to see the outcome. Is anybody else like that? I feel like it's a double-edged sword. When something's new to me and I'm anxious to see how it's going to look and what it's going to look like, that is that kickstart to get me going and just right. The flip side of that, though, the flip side of that coin is, don't make me do it again, because it'll take me double the time. When I know the outcome, when I know what the end result is, I'm not as motivated to go fast. I'll finish it, but it'll take me forever. Am I the only one like that? It'll take me forever. So like people that make the same hat over and over and over. Nope. And I think that's why I stopped selling stuff on Etsy, because when I made it that first time, I was excited about it and flew off my needles and took the pictures and modeled and sold it. And when somebody said they wanted that same exact thing, man, why? Why? But I am super, super impressed. I will, again, put the information about this particular pattern down in the down bar. Again, it is a free pattern. If you are about that kit life, you can go on eSpots Tricot and get your kit. But this dark gray, baby, this dark gray. Okay? This dark gray just takes it over the edge, baby. I am so excited. So that's my whip. And again, like I said, at the rate that I'm going, is probably going to be a finished object soon, because, like I said, I don't have that many more stripes to go following the number of stripes that are in the pattern. Now, my color, the way that I work with the colors going forward will probably be just a slightly different, because like I said, I want that large block to be orange. So that's that. That's my work in progress for this week. And just looking at what I have of the yarn left, I'm so very sure that I'll have leftovers and I can do some other things with what I have left over. So I'm happy about that. Whew, it's finally getting hot. Forgive me, people. So that was that. So now let's talk about June. Is right around the corner, and June is, that first weekend in June is International Knit and Crochet in Public Day. That first weekend in June is International Knit and Crochet in Public Day. If you have not already checked in your local area to see where something is going on, I would suggest you do that. If nothing is going on and you have a bunch of fiber friends, I would suggest you get them together and you guys go somewhere and knit in public. If you are local in the tri-state area, Nitty City does knit in public every year in Bryant Park, and it is a blast. It is a blast. It's always a nice crowd. It is a blast. So I'm looking forward to that. that also happens to be the anniversary for String Thing Studio. So what normally happens is we usually leave Bryant Park and go to Brooklyn and spend the rest of the evening or the afternoon with Felicia, because that's the anniversary of her store opening. So I think it's 3 years now. I think it's 3 years. So that's that. Also, that same weekend, Friday and Saturday, is Stitch Up Brooklyn. I think I mentioned it before. I will put the link information down. But Stitch Up Brooklyn, from what I saw of Stitch Up Chicago, is a big meet and greet, or a knit night, or a craft night, I guess you could say, because it's about crochet and knitting. It's not just knit driven, right? So that I'll put the link down if you're interested. You can either pay for the entire weekend, or because the weekend includes a breakfast, I believe. There's a separate thing where you could do a yarn crawl with Christy Glass. There's a couple of things going on. So I'm going to put the information down for Stitch Up Brooklyn. Go check it out. Shelby and I will be there. And Christy is a host. Lewis, Brooklyn Boy Knits, is a host. I believe CC, Creative CC, is a host. So all of your New York, New Jersey, or tri-state, I guess I should say, fiber family will be there, right? So they're either hosting or participating, or, a paid person, but they'll be there. So that'll be it's just going to be a good weekend. That first weekend of June is full, chock full, so you can pick your poison, for lack of better words, of where you want to go and what you want to do. So it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. What I will do for you guys, if you're not familiar with what takes place at Bryant Park, I will I will link a video, because I think I've done a few at this point. Whew! Am I the only one with these power surges? Baby. And I don't know if this is a power surge or that it's warm today, finally. So I'm not going to complain a lot. Okay, so first weekend in June is Knit and Crochet, International Knit and Crochet and Public Day. And then you have Stitch Up Brooklyn. And then I Love Yarn Day is in there somewhere. I don't know what day that is. It usually falls close to the In Public thing. So check that one too. I will check. If I can find the information, I'll put it down in the down bar. So we talked about the whips. We talked about some upcoming fibery events. The Knit and Crochet in Public is an international thing, so you can do that where you are. If you are local to me, Stitch Up Brooklyn is in Brooklyn. So those are some things that if you don't have anything planned for that weekend, there's some things that you can do and get out there with some fiber friends and do your thing. So that's that. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. So, if you are not a fan, here is where I say this was a short and sweet one. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, hit that button. If you are subscribed, make sure you've hit that bell so you're notified. And here's where I'm going to say to those of you that are not Game of Thrones fans, thanks for hanging out with me every week. Now, those of you that are Game of Thrones fans, and you have not watched last week's episode, this is where I pause so you can go on. You don't be mad talking about Gigi spoiled it for me. Carry your tail. I'll wait. Y'all gone? Okay. Now, all my GOT fans, are you on an emotional high today? I'm excited to see how it's going to end. And I'm sad. I don't want it to end. So I think I'm going to listen to the audiobooks. I am one of those that have not read the books. I know a lot of people have read the books. I have not read the books, so I think I'm going to listen to them. I think that'll be a good thing to keep me company while I'm knitting. So, episode 5. Before I get to episode 5, a lot of people are unhappy with this season, so much so that they have a petition going. I think that's a bit much, in all honesty. I don't know, the writers, blah, blah, blah. You can't please everybody all the time, and I really feel like whatever they would have done, somebody would have been unhappy. So whatever. If I had a gripe with HBO and everybody, it's you took it away from us for 2 years and now you're cramming it down our throats. Like, why couldn't we get a full season, a full 10 episode season? Like, I think that would have been a better way to build up to whatever this end is going to be, instead of force feeding us, forcing us to become comfortable with the fact that some of our favorite characters are going to La La Land. Like, thank God, you can go back, rewatch it. If you have HBO, it'll be there. You can watch it. But I just feel like if I had a complaint, that's my complaint. That's my complaint, that they should have given us a full 10 episodes. That's my complaint. I'm finished complaining. So let's talk about last week. So now it is the standoff. Cersei versus Dany. And Cersei is coming into it feeling a little cocky, right? Because she uppercut, she caught Dany, right? She killed another dragon, chopped old girl's head off, right? So she caught her. She feel like she has the upper hand. She got her. Dany, on the other hand, is wounded emotionally, in my opinion. Everybody's calling her the Mad Queen. Okay, right? But I feel like she ain't mad for no reason, though. She ain't mad for no reason. So let's break down some of the reasons she could be mad, right? 1, they done killed 2 of her babies in her face, both times. 2 of her babies, right? You chop off her closest friends, her closest confidant. You chop off her head in her face. In her face. Now here come John, who she loves, to say, hey, auntie, right? Hey, auntie. Auntie, so not only are you my nephew, but technically the throne belongs to you, not me. So everything that she has lived for, everything that she has fought for, everything that has driven her as a person, everything that has built her character has been snatched from her, right? Arya kills Frosted Flakes, right? Arya does that. So Arya is the hero after the battle at Winterfell, right? They have their little sit down, whatever. Everybody's cheering. Arya can't even be bothered. See, Arya, that type of, she just bad. Arya's like, who needs a dinner? Who needs to celebrate? I ain't got time for that. Right? Arya not even there. But they big up in John, like, and ain't nobody paying her no attention because you in the North, baby. They don't know you. You're a stranger. And they don't. So she's just feeling some kind of way. And then she tried to give John her cookies, and John don't want no auntie cookies. John was like, I love you. You will forever be my queen. I will support you to the end of the end of the end. But I don't want no auntie cookies. You keep them cookies. I don't. Now that I know you auntie, they don't even smell good. No, I don't. Nope. So she feeling some kind of way. She done lost her love. She told him not to tell anybody. He confided in his family, but Sansa is so not here for Dany. So that was an end for her to say, oh, okay, let me tell some people that'll run with this. Right? So should she have killed all those innocent people? Probably not. But I mean, she's a woman scorned. She pissed off, right? So yeah, they rang the bells, but I feel like when they rang them bells, Dany was like, damn a bell. You know what I hear? I hear my dragon screaming. I hear my dragon screaming yet again. I hear the man I love telling me he's my nephew. I hear that sword as it sliced my girlfriend's head off. Damn a bell. Damn a bell. Danny said, y'all not gonna give me this? My family built all this. Y'all, we don't, y'all not, okay, so watch I burn all this shit down. I'm done with all of y'all. Now, did I go a little overboard? Perhaps. Am I gonna be the queen of ashes? Okay. But y'all pissed me off. So I ain't mad. I ain't mad. She would have been a punk had she not done anything, in my opinion. Right? So could she have stopped when the bells rang? Yeah. But in my opinion, they pushed her there. They pushed her there. I don't care what nobody say. They pushed her there. And then, you know, Cersei, all that Cersei's done, that's how she dies. All that Cersei has done, that's how she dies. Ma'am, sir, and sir, whoever is right, that's how Cersei. No, Cersei needed to either have to square up and attempt to box somebody and get knocked out. Cersei needed to have to defend herself, not standing, I don't want to die. You, half the people, more than half the people that's dead in this show is because of yo. Yeah, Cersei could have gone a different way. Cersei definitely should have gone a different way. Euron, I wanted him to die slow. And they ain't do that right either. I needed Euron because, he gets on my entire... Even as he's dead, he gets on my nerves. So, tonight. So, we're headed to Brooklyn. Next week, I'll probably have some footage of the reaction because we're going to Brooklyn to watch the series finale with the String Thing Studio. I'm going to make some taco dip. Everybody's bringing food. We're going to watch last week's episode again. And then I got to charge my camera. Then we're going to watch the new one. So next week, I'll probably have some, not probably, I know that I will have footage from that tonight. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be dead tired tomorrow. I already know, but it's worth it. And I'm looking forward to that. So that's all I got, man. That's all I got. Other than, you can't really see, and I don't have room to back up for you to see, but this top, I said I'm going to search on Ravelry to see if I could find a pattern. I want to make myself like a lacy over. I like this. So if you know of anything like this, that's knit or crochet, I can do either one. Let me know in the down bar. I want to make something like this for myself. I do. So that was all I had. Short and sweet, short and to the point. Like I said, next week, I should have a finished object next week. I should have. I'm so excited. This dark gray, baby, this dark gray. I should next week. That is going to be, oh my God. So, next week, I should have a finished object to share. Oh no, that's hiding the dark gray. We don't want to hide the dark gray. So I should have a finished object next week. Hopefully, I'll finish because, like I said, I don't have many more stripes. And I will definitely have some footage from our evening with the String Thing Studio family tonight, watching the finale of, in my opinion, one of the greatest shows. It's up there in that top 5. One of the greatest shows. It's been good. All right, people. As always, thank you for being here. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes. And again, if you are new, I am Gigi of GGmadeit.com. You can find me all over these cyber streets as GGmadeit. And hit that subscription button. I upload at least once a week to share my fiber life. I confess, I'm addicted. I'm a yarn hoe. Everybody have a good Sunday night and have a fabulous week. Say it with me. On purpose. Bye.